Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Charity Rose, your host on the Dreaming Druid channel, where we are going to get into some card reading. And we're going to go by each zodiac sign. Don't forget to check your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign as well to get a more holistic picture of what's going on with you. Before we get started, though, I wanted to really show off this beautiful piece of clear quartz. Now, clear quartz is excellent for amplifying energy. It is a crystal that takes on programs very easily, so you can put a manifestation or something that you wish to happen in your life or wish to grow or in your life or cultivate in your life, and you can put that energy on this stone and it will hold the memory of that for you and help bring it into your life more by amplifying the energy. So very useful for healing when you want to amplify healing, or any sort of cleansing work or anything like that, even just having purified energy for your home. This is basically like the air purifier for your home, but in an energetic sense. So for the energy, this does purify your home. So that's what makes clear quartz so amazing. This piece is absolutely gorgeous, fits so well in my hand, feels so good to hold, and like it fits perfectly in a pocket because it's not too thick, even though it's nice. It's got a nice weight to it. So this is for sale in my Etsy shop. I would love to share this with you. So go ahead and check it out. I've got a link down below in the description box as well as the pinned comment. All right, without further ado, let's get into this card reading, shall we? Okay, Aries, let's start with you. Get a good shuffle in here. Let's see what we got going for you. All right, let's see. Okay, something with love for sure. This is the Ace of Cups. This is about filling up your own cup up with universal love. I see a butterfly here. I feel like you're transforming on the inside about who you feel you are, who you think you are, who you are in this space and time, and really learning and understanding how to cultivate your own inner love, your own inner strength, your own inner ability to calm the choppy waters, really learning how to give to yourself what you want from other people. I see this stream. It's like you're learning how to stream energy towards you to give you this feeling of a filled heart, a full sense of being on your own. This is a very sovereign thing where it's like a coming together of yourself within you. So this is a very foundational transformation that's happening for you, Aries. Very cool. Let's see what else is kind of come out here. We got the Knight of Wands. I feel like because the more that you do this, the more you cultivate inner love, inner peace, and inner wisdom, it lights a fire within your soul of who you are, your being, and you start going to the beat of your own drum. And leave it to Aries to go to the beat of their own drum, but I feel like you're finding joy in it now. It feels good. It feels alive. It feels empowered. It feels free. It feels like you can do anything. And that feeling of elated joy is beautiful. And here's the thing about joy is joy can be found in the smallest of things and also in the largest of things. So don't wait around for the big events to happen in your life for you to finally be happy. It's like learning to really appreciate the small moments, the moments that are close to your heart, the moments that make you feel loved and held. And the way that you can do that for yourself is really cultivating this, going to the beat of your own drum and actually enjoying the journey. So it's like, instead of being destination focused, it's very much about the journey and finding joy in that. She is enjoying her own company. These are very solitary cards. There's only one person in each of these cards. And then you have a horse in the background rearing up. That's, to me, is a symbol of freedom. It's a symbol of endurance. It's a symbol of, to me, that this has been a long journey for you. You've really worked on cultivating this inner love, this inner flame, this inner fire, this ability to really, truly love yourself and celebrate you. And not feel bad about it, not feel guilty about it, not get too wrapped up in other people's stories and dramas and traumas. And even with your own dramas and traumas, understanding that a lot of these things are in the past and they only live and relive and reinvigorate themselves through your memory. And through your memory is how you connect to the past. And then if you ruminate on the past, even though it's only happening in your head because it doesn't exist anymore, because it's in the past, the only way we can relive the past is through our minds. So you're learning how to get out of your head. The fact that you can't even see her head, and she's not even thinking about, she's just like dancing. She's not focused on what she's thinking about. This is about embodying a sense of well-being, embodying a sense of passion, embodying a sense of actually enjoying the life that you are living day to day. And whatever that means for you, whatever it takes for you, that is huge in what is transforming for you, what is happening for you. And like I was saying before about this horse, that it's been a long journey for you. I feel like it's taken a while for you to really understand what it means to love yourself, because sometimes loving yourself, people equate loving yourself to going to the spa, taking a nice bath, having a candlelit dinner with yourself, or whatever. It's like, or relaxing and sleeping and taking naps if you need to. It's like, okay, self-grooming, healthy self-grooming practices and getting enough food, water, and sleep. Pretty basic for for any human to feel okay in this world. We're talking beyond just self-care in the sense of hygiene or anything like that. Even though that is part of it, it is not the whole of learning to love yourself. Learning to love yourself and actually following through with that means having your own back, being able to trust yourself, which means having boundaries and staying true to those boundaries. What's the point of having a boundary but to keep you safe? So, for example, if you don't allow people to yell at you in your life, where do you draw the line? And when that line is crossed, how do you handle that? Do you trust yourself to handle that? And that's something that you're learning about yourself and cultivating within yourself. And it is causing this chain reaction of transformational events to happen within your own world of your personal experience of what this life means for you. And it is creating this love, this passion that is from within. It is not an external thing that's been given to you. This is something you have cultivated from the ground up, from the depths of within yourself, Aries. And this is what is blooming for you. That is what I'm feeling very strongly here. All right, let's pull another card. Okay, we have the Empress and she's reversed. So I feel like you've struggled a little bit with being able to manifest in the sense of not going out there and doing the thing, because Aries, I feel like you're already very good at that, but about actually being able to receive, sit back, relax, realize that you don't have to be involved in every tiny little aspect of your life. I just heard control freak in my head. So maybe some of you have a little bit of control freakness about you just because that is how you've been able to manifest the results in your life thus far. However, part of this transformation of self-love is learning how to take a step back, have a seat, relax, realize that once you've planted those seeds and you've put your intention and energy into them and everything, then it's just a matter of waiting for those seeds to take root and to sprout. And then when it's time, then you get up and go towards the call of action in making this garden of yours produce fruit. So, but for a large portion of growing a garden is patience, is doing nothing, is waiting, is allowing the plant itself to do its own thing, to allow the plant itself to do its miraculous thing and grow from a tiny seed to a giant plant. That is what the universe is asking of you, Aries, at this time, is to really just allow yourself to relax, allow yourself to take a step back, allow yourself to receive, step into your feminine energy, which means relaxing, darkness, slowing down, going within. It's the soil. It's not the sunlight that causes the external growth. It's the soil and the nutrients within that soil that lend to healthy roots that even allow the plant to grow in the first place. And so take this and apply that to yourself within your own life, Aries. This is what I'm feeling for you big time. I just keep looking at this world, and it's like, you want to heal the world, you've got to heal your internal world first, and then that will automatically transfer through you in healing the world around you. It's like, I feel like sometimes you can get caught up in the woes and worries of the world around you and the people around you, and that throws you off balance. And it's time to really go within and be true to yourself, and really understanding what it means to be true to yourself through self-love, which, as we talked about, goes beyond just self-care, basic hygiene, all those things. It's like also having boundaries and being able to say no and taking responsibility and accountability. That's a huge part of self-love, as well as learning how to trust yourself and having that follow through for yourself. So I am just really loving this reading for you. Thank you for being here, Aries, and I hope to see, whoops, I just bumped the camera. I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to this reading that I am doing for you. I really hope that the day or the night finds you well. Let's go ahead and get into a nice shuffle for you, Taurus. See what's going on for you. What do we got going on for Taurus? Okay. We're going to go ahead and do it one more time. I'm feeling called to pull two cards. Well, I don't even need to pull two cards, but we're going to shuffle these other ones anyways. These two cards just kind of chose themselves, and that's okay. So let's see what we got here. We have the Ace of Cups and the Wheel. Wow, that's some big energy. And it's funny because Aries also got the Ace of Cups, and I did shuffle a little bit before drawing these cards. And while I was shuffling, obviously you saw it kind of popped out of the deck, and funny that it just like, it felt like it wanted to be seen. Didn't know what card it was. It's the Ace of Cups. Wonderful. And we have the Wheel next to it. So the fact that these two are together is, I just heard that you are moving towards love and also away from certain people whom you love as well. I feel, Taurus, you have a huge heart. You want to love everybody, and it makes you sad when you have to distance yourself from people, places, and things that you love, even though they become toxic to you. But here's the thing, Taurus, is the more that you get into alignment with who you are and what you stand for and what keeps you in balance, what helps you feel like you're in balance in your life, Taurus, you have been making decisions towards that, following your heart, using your logic to also get things done. But I feel like your heart has been the leader in these matters, and you've really allowed your heart to lead the way, and it's causing you to make certain choices towards and away from certain people, places, and things in your life, and it is turning the karmic wheel for you, Taurus. Your karmic wheel is turning for the better. It's like you're finally turning the page to a next chapter, and the next chapter is how the hero wins. So it's like you've been through the struggle, I feel like, but you have successfully stepped forward onto your path continuously enough to be in alignment for a positive change, a major shift in your life. And sometimes these shifts come slowly, it's like you can see them coming sometimes. Like if you're going to school and you know that once school is done, Once you're able to get that degree and get a job and start making more money or whatever, you'll be able to do more of the things that are in alignment for you that help keep you in balance. But it's like, in the meantime, you're learning how to, or have been going through, just getting through the day-to-day to get to those long-term goals. And all the while, you're learning to love yourself and enjoy your time along the way, because without that, you would be just so miserable to the point where you wouldn't even enjoy, when you finally did get to your destination, you wouldn't enjoy it because the journey was so horrendous. But you're learning how to enjoy the journey, and from learning how to enjoy the journey, you are achieving success in the, I feel like there's material matters that you are achieving success at. And if it hasn't happened for you yet in your life, it's coming, especially if you know that you've been making hard choices that you don't necessarily want to make, that actually takes a lot of bravery for you to do, in the sense of moving on with your life from the things that no longer resonate with you, that don't fill your cup anymore. And you are very honest with yourself. And I feel like the people around you as well, almost to a fault, where I feel like a lot of people have kind of, I've heard, taking their love away just because you speak the truth. And that's a hard thing, because the only reason why any of us would speak the truth is because we love the person we're talking to. And so out of love, you speak truth, and out of hate, they deny this truth and blame you for it. And I feel like this is something that you're walking away from. I just heard family dynamic in my head. So a lot of these issues that you've been really struggling to like separate yourself from or let go of have been related to the family. And I feel like you have been either going through that or healing through that, or have healed through that and are experiencing the benefit of letting something like that go, even if it's hard to let go of family, or maybe this is a friend, maybe this is a job, something. There's something that had to shift and change, that is currently shifting and changing, that is leading you towards actually shedding the things that no longer serve and allowing yourself to regain your balance and move forward in life, especially with love and money. Like, I feel like love and money are here. Love and money. And with that money, you're going to be able to cultivate more love with having a stable home life, with building a family. It's like the whole point of you wanting more money is not to like gain clout per se, maybe a little bit, but I feel like for most of you, Taurus, it's to be able to feel comfortable and be loved and have love with your family of choice, and to grow this home life. It's very much like wholesome. The reason why you want success in life, it's wholesome. You know, it's very much about love focus, to cultivate more love in your life through family or whatever. So let's pull another card for you and see what we've got. Okay, we've got Judgment in reverse. So some of you may have felt like, I just heard in my head, it feels like you have had a lot of injustices happen to you before, but you are overcoming these injustices by allowing yourself to connect to your spirit. This is very much what I'm seeing is how you've gotten to this place of turning the karmic cycle in your favor. I just heard lucky in my head, like lucky. Don't forget to tell them that they're lucky. So you have this luck on your side, especially with releasing yourself from the judgment of other people and places and things that would hold you down. I feel like you're allowing yourself free. You're finally allowing yourself to fly forward. And it's not really about like other people's opinions or anything like that. I feel like this is all very you-based, it's centered on you, centered on self, but it is not self-centered. It's centered on self, but not self-centered, even though it's centered on yourself. It's like the reason why cultivating your own inner joy and inner love is to be able to share it with other people. I feel like all of these things are things that you are opening your arms up towards the gifts that the universe is providing for you. And of course, these gifts these gifts do not come without you know, life's normal struggles and ups and downs and day-to-day stuff. But it's like you're realizing how to keep yourself in balance, how to connect with yourself, how to cultivate self-love, how to make money. It's like this is the whole package for you, Taurus. This is everything that you want in life, for sure. You are stepping forward into this new beginning, and it's amazing, absolutely amazing. Yeah, you're not letting people use you like puppet strings anymore. You're not allowing your emotions to be toyed with as much. You're I feel like becoming more stabilized. Like the stability in your life is solidifying finally. I feel like there was a lot up in the air for a minute about like, which way are we going? And what about this? And what about that? And where do I stand with this person? And yada, yada, yada. But it's like, this is very much about standing in your own power. Yeah, you're getting very clear about the direction that you're going. You're very focused, I feel, on a particular direction in your life. The fact that we have the Queen of Swords here. Also, there may be a woman in your life that you have been wanting to try to connect with, heart to heart, but her heart is locked away. And when I say her, it could be a him. If it's a woman watching this reading, you know, it doesn't matter the gender, but the fact that it's a Queen of Swords is showing me that there is more feminine qualities of the Queen of Swords rather than the King of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very much like she will observe before cutting anybody down. But she is very much about logic, not necessarily her emotions here. So keep an eye out for that and make sure that that this, you know, finding the balance between your own life and your watching out for other people who, you know, are too much in their head, not enough in their heart, or too much in their heart and not enough in their head. You're allowing yourself to gravitate towards people, places, and things that are more in balance, and that in and of itself is helping you become more imbalanced. So thank you so much, Taurus, for being here. I hope this reading helped you in some sort of way. If so, hit that like button and that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Okay, Taurus, bye. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to the Dreaming Druid channel. I am going to shuffle these cards before we pull some and see what's going on with you. All right, what's going on with Gemini? Okay. All right, you are stuck in your head. What are you stuck in your head about? I feel like you've been going, and there's like this ability to not see where you're going. And why do I call it an ability almost? It's like, how else are you able to go forward in your life without necessarily seeing where you're going? I feel like there's a part of your life that you cannot see where you're going. So it's like you're doing the best you can. You're making the most educated guesses as you possibly can to what feels in alignment. But ultimately, there's too many opinions or thoughts, or I just heard insomnia. So maybe some of you stay up too late thinking. It's like your mind is really hard to turn off. Your mind is really hard to turn off because I see these crows cawing and pulling at this lady's hair, and she's trying to figure out where the heck she's going. And she is a little bit frustrated, like, what do I do? You know, I see these sands. It's like the sands of time have been continuously moving forward. And at the same time, you've been kind of like going forward with one hand tied behind your back, in a sense. There's like something that you struggle with. And I feel like it's very much mind-based, is too much worry, fear, doubt. Too much, not even if it's worry, fear, doubt. If you're like, well, I'm not worried about anything. I feel like even just having a lot of thoughts, or being able to be stuck in your head, or not being able to get out of your head for 2 seconds. I feel like that's part of what you're struggling with here. Yeah, there's a decision you're trying to make. This is very clear to me now, because there are 2 things there are two things that are happening here, and there's two things happening here. The Two of Pentacles is about trying to stay in balance or juggling a lot of things, trying to feel like, what do I do? Which decision do I make? Which direction do I go? It feels very much like within the head as well, but this could be dealing with any sort of money or job or home, something in the tangible, in the physical realm. I feel like you're kind of juggling with, but you're just overthinking it a lot in your head. You're really just kind of stuck in your head here of what to do on the external world. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's actually a decent place to be as far as being able to be within. It's kind of like in between making a decision and not. It's either that or you just feel pulled in many directions. I feel like there's two stories happening. Of course, leave it to Gemini to have two stories happening at the same time. The other story that I feel for you Gemini is that you're being pulled in many different directions, and it's kind of making you feel scattered within your energy. Maybe your physical body feels kind of out of balance. But also like you just feel like you have a lot of responsibilities to take care of. You have a lot on your plate, a lot on your mind. There's just a lot going on. You're trying to prioritize which one is more important than the other, and it feels like you're kind of pulled in many different directions. And this could be just on your own, or this could be like other people influencing the fact that you feel pulled in many directions. Maybe you have a lot of people that are looking for your attention or your expertise per se. Maybe there's just a lot of noise in the background and you're like, I gotta focus, I gotta go within, I gotta, really zip this up and figure out what I want. So how to connect with your heart. I feel like that's kind of why you've felt a little bit confused about what to do, because you have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of different directions that other people, the world, your own thoughts are taking you, that life is taking you, your responsibilities, but really, truly, you're trying to figure out how to connect it into your own heart. This could also be a decision about whether to let love in or not, or if you are in the dating pool and looking, do I actually continue doing this? Also, same thing if you're in a relationship. I feel like this could there's no, like this, you have the Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. And so it's like you've felt confused in the past, but you're really getting more into making a decision for yourself in the current times or future times, in what it means to be in love, what it means to love yourself, what it means to fill your own cup up. You've really learned through trial and error what actually works for you or not, Gemini. Like, that's what I'm feeling for this right here. Yeah, you're learning how to connect with yourself. You're learning how to overcome a lot of indecision. You're learning how to not necessarily let other people dictate for you what's going on. I also heard astral projection. So maybe a lot of you feel like you kind of leave your body in a sense, almost like dissociate when there's a lot going on. It's like you have a hard time connecting with yourself. But the fact that the Ace of Cups is here is about love, self-love or otherwise. And so being able to really just understand that the more that you make a decision as far as what's in alignment with your heart and not necessarily what everybody else wants or what your head says, that it actually is bringing you to a place where you can feel free. You can connect with your higher self. You can connect to spirituality. You can connect with somebody who feels like they are a soul partner, not anybody who is going to be some karmic cycle thing. I feel like that's kind of what you've been going through, is feeling kind of spun around by the karmic wheel, and you're really learning how to step out of that karmic wheel by going within the center of yourself and allowing that to set you free. This Judgment card here is very much about an awakening, a call to action, and opening up, a lifting up of your spirits. I feel like this is a wake-up call. It's calling you out of being dead inside. That's a little bit morbid, but I feel like for a lot of you, it's been very much like you've been in your head figuring out how to make the world around you a more stable place. And all the while, little did you know, there was a hidden side quest happening at the same time where you were learning how to cultivate love within yourself. And the more that you do that, the more you shine from within the love that you have within you at all times, the more you attract that. So like attracts like. So if you are feeling love and being love, then you will attract love and people to love and things to love. And so this is what's happening, is you're being awakened. Your heart is de-thawing. I just saw like a block of ice and a heart in the middle and it just melting away. That's what's happening with you. You're having a wake-up call to the things that actually bring you joy in life. Yeah, you're overcoming a lot of things that used to tempt you in the past, things that used to hold you back. The devil is about feeling restricted, even though it's all in your head. See this guy, like in his reverse, so that means that you're letting that go. So let me just zoom in on this. So this guy, see the devil, he's like playing mind games with this person. You're done with the mind games, and you're like, you're handsome and all, but no thank you. Like, I know what I'm about more. The fact that I've pulled all these cards out, and guess who ends up in the middle? The Ace of Cups. I feel like even though you are wind energy, Gemini, you have been learning how to really connect with your heart, and it's giving you this wake-up call and helping you overcome any feelings of being shackled or restricted, or that's not for me, or even tempted, or feeling just blocked. You're dissolving that through this ability to step out of the confusion of the day-to-day life and all the demands of the world, learning how to go within, connecting with yourself in an emotional way, in an emotional sense, in an internal soul level, not the mind, to be able to be set free and let go of the devil. So let go of the devil. Really let go of those restrictions. The fact that the judgment is reversed it might feel like this is taken a while to help you overcome these restrictions that you felt. But guess what? It's here anyways, and this is a good card whether it's upside down or not. And to me, I just feel like you just kind of plop out, like you're being birthed right now. And sometimes when you're being birthed into a new life through the universe, it feels very uncomfortable. Childbearing and giving birth is not comfortable. But guess what? The joy and the miracle and the newfound love in your life after the pain and suffering is worth it. That's what's happening for you, Gemini, okay? Okay, I hope this reading helped. I hope you found some value in this. If you did, please feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. We are slowly but surely growing this channel, and I'm really excited to have you here, and I'd like to see you next time. Okay, Gemini? Bye. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to the Dreaming Druid Tarot. I am excited to get into this for you today. Let's see what energy comes out for you for this time. Whenever you watch this reading, it is meant for you. Whoop. All right, we've got cards flying out. We're going to put that one back in, and we're going to give this another nice good shuffle. What's going on with my Cancers? My beautiful crabby crab Cancers. You definitely know what depth feels like. I definitely feel that. All right, for my lovely Cancers. Well, you are learning how to really enjoy your time. You are learning and are doing it currently where you just are really connecting with spirit, whether you realize it or not. You're connecting with your higher self. You're connecting with the wisdom within your soul. You're learning how to enjoy your own time. You're learning how to cultivate your own hobbies, like really indulging in the things you enjoy in your off time. I see these herbs hanging from the ceiling, and it's like that's what she loves to do. She loves to cultivate a garden and harvest the plants and dry them. And your hobby may be completely different. It may be shopping and painting nails. I don't know. But either way, the fact that this is very much satisfaction energy, but within your own world, your own way of being, your own hobbies, your own life, basically. You're really enjoying the world, what the world has to offer as far as physicality in what you enjoy to do in the day-to-day, and really cultivating this love and this joy of doing what you love to do. Simple as that. Whatever you need to enjoy your time, that's what you are doing, Cancer. Yeah, and because of this, you're really lighting a fire within your soul, within your mind, about the next steps. I feel like I just heard inner vision. So it's like the inner vision, the inner flame, the idea, the big idea, the whole sole purpose of your existence. You're really learning how to claim that inner flame, claim that inner fire to actually do the things that you want to do. This is really cultivating an inner fire within you that is feeding this cultivation of this joy in your life. You are really feeling empowered. These are very empowered cards for you, Cancer. Yeah, you're letting go of the past. Even though there may be some good memories in the past, you're also learning to really let go of the past. A lot of past pain, a lot of past hurt could be due to childhood trauma or something with your parents or family, something to do with family that was very painful for you. You're letting it go. It's like not for you. Also, you are learning how to connect with your inner child as well. You may actually be, letting go of the past hurt, but also holding on to the nostalgic feelings of what it feels like to be a kid again. What does that actually mean for you? For a lot of you, I feel like it's playing with your pets. I heard that in my head, and also the fact that there's a family dog here, not necessarily a dog if you don't own a dog, any pet whatsoever. It could be a goldfish for all that matter. It doesn't matter, but being able to feel your emotions without judging them, without stepping on them, without stepping all over yourself, and allowing yourself to fully indulge in the feel-goods and the things that make you feel like a kid again. Connecting with your pets, connecting with sunrises or sunsets. I just saw, this is like very spacey, so maybe connecting with the stars and with the moon, but anything, connecting with nature. They're all sitting outside in the grass, and so it's like whatever makes you feel like a kid again, makes you feel joy, makes you feel that wonderful nostalgia. It could be baking a loaf of bread and smelling that bread through the house just makes you feel, just so cozy. It's like doing things like that for yourself. You're learning what that means for you by connecting with your inner self through this time you've spent alone. I feel like you've spent quite a bit of time in your own energy, Cancer. And because of this is actually helping you heal. Let's see what else we've got going on here. We have the Temperance. You've been a little impatient. I'm not going to lie. You've been a little impatient. But guess what, Cancer? Doesn't matter, because it's happening regardless of whether you're impatient or not. So this Temperance reversed would be like really just allowing the natural cycle of time to pass, really having patience. I know, I don't know about you, but anytime somebody tells me I need to be patient, that is one of the hardest things to hear. But also just the fact that if we look at this Temperance card, he's got the sun and the moon. It's reversed. So this is about like just balance of cycles, balancing yourself. I just heard some of you hormonal imbalance. So there might be some of you who need to check your hormones. That would be something you'd go to a doctor for. But if that's something, and that's something that you would have already been suspicious of, or have, if you have certain synchronicity, this would be a synchronicity for you, or something that you already are, connected to. But I feel like you have had a person and continue to have a person on the other side who is like your guardian angel. I didn't even notice that this guy has wings until I brought it closer to the camera, and I'm like, oh, this guy has wings, but it's reversed. So what does reverse mean? Well, it means that sometimes we can feel like we're disconnected from spirit, and that can be a little strange, or we are ignoring spirit on purpose. But to me, I feel like for most of you, this is about just feeling impatient, wanting things to get a move on, wanting things to go back into balance. You want to feel that balance again between the sun and the moon. You know, the sun and the moon, what do they represent? The sun is like outward go energy, doing energy, shining bright. The moon is very subtle and internal and more emotional, you know? So it's like getting your dark side and your light side balanced out in a sense of feeling stable. You know, this guy, this angel, he's looking out for you. For some of you, I feel like it's a male. Yeah, for sure. There's a male energy that's protecting you. I feel there's also a female energy too, the fact that we have the sun and the moon. But the fact that this angel is, you know, clearly a guy is like, I just feel so much that this male energy is this person or somebody on the other side with these angel wings that is just protecting you. I just saw them like cover you with the wings to protect you. And it's sort of like you've been ping-ponging and around, and whether this is internal or external, and the angel wings are kind of like keeping you contained so that you are able to go through this transformation of what we're talking about here. Yeah, the sun. Wow, look at that. Cancer, what the hell's going on in your life? And can I join the party? My moon is in Cancer, so this is very much like for me about my emotions and how I feel internally. So for you, Cancer, the fact that the sun is here is showing you that in the end, you win. Like in the end, you get what you want. You find the joy. You are the joy. You're basking in the sun, you're frolicking in the fields, you're feeling free, you're feeling very much in your power. This also may be some blessing or joy thing happening in the months of the summer. And when I'm recording this reading is July 7th, you know, so that's a 7-7 number. And that to me is a very lucky and auspicious number. So I figured, why not do a reading on that day? And so I feel like sometime in the summer months, you are going to be blessed. Blessed. I don't know what it is, but it's a good thing. This is all very much just like you're biding your time. And the way that you're biding your time is by healing and learning how to be more patient and cultivating that joy of what you like to do. And it's leading you towards ultimate joy, ultimate satisfaction, ultimate happiness. It's leading you to dreams come true, a soul fulfillment, a soul wish granted for you from spirits, but not without your hard work. It's taken a long time for you to get here, I feel like. There's been a lot of traveling, there's been a lot of emotions, there's been a lot of patience that's needed to be had. But guess what? You're doing it anyways, and you are coming to a place of fulfillment, you know. So congratulations. That's what I want to say to you, Cancer. Okay, thank you so much for being here. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If so, go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Okay, Cancer? Bye. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your tarot reading. I am excited to get into this with you because whatever is going to come out is really meant for you. And of course, just keep in mind that not every single story could be yours, and also some of these stories could be internal experiences, external experiences, or what have you. Like it could be so subjective to whatever is going on in your life, but I feel like there's definitely a message in here for you that's going to be worth your time. Spirit is like worth your time. So we'll just go ahead and see what Spirit has to say. Let me do a couple more shuffles here. Oops, just bumped the camera. I'm getting all these rifled up for you. Get them nice and mixed. It's like the energy likes to be shaken up. I feel like you're ready to shake up some energy for sure. I just saw like a dog shaking off bunch of stuff that was on its back, like mud or whatever. All right, for Leo, what do we got going on for Leo here, Spirit? Oh, King of Pentacles. Look at that. You've been making money, haven't you? I feel like you've been making money and you've been sitting pretty on your laurels and being able to grow financial abundance more than you ever have in your whole life. I feel like you've had to kind of lone wolf it here for a little bit, Leo, and it's caused a lot of growth within you and maturity within you, learning how to not complain about your circumstances, but take control of your circumstances and really grow your physical and financial abundance. That's what I want to say to you. That's what's going on. Okay, Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is like a coming together, a celebration, a party that is fun, but it's also reversed. So this could mean like you've kind of stepped out of the party phase of your life and have really learned to cultivate this more mature energy, this more lone wolf energy. It feels like you used to connect with a lot of people in your past, but now it's like your connections have really shifted and it's different, but it's like still a good thing. Like you're still attracting people in your life that are meant to be in your life. Yeah, you're moving on from something that didn't feel right. And it's taken a lot of mental courage on your part, Leo, where you've really had to step away from something that just wasn't serving you anymore. And I feel like it has to do with who these people were in your past, these people that, you know, could be family, could be friends, that just weren't really serving a purpose for you anymore. In fact, they kind of were holding you back. Usually I see these people as like hugging, but it kind of looks like they're kind of holding each other back by holding on to each other and not allowing each other to like reach for the stars. And I feel like you're kind of done with that. You're ready to just do your own thing. And that requires moving on from the things, people, places, and things that would cause you to feel tumultuous. So you are taking the reins in your own hands. You're kind of having to leave everything behind, but it's still a positive thing because over here on these calmer waters, you can build anew a life that actually feels good for you. Yeah, we've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So to me, this means that you've been trying, but it's like I feel like you keep pulling it out of the ground, or like not, it's like you haven't completed all the steps yet in order to keep it in the ground. The Ace of Pentacles is an amazing card to get, whether it's reversed or not. It means new growth, new beginnings, and that's for sure happening to you. I mean, the fact that you have the King of Pentacles here is a really auspicious thing. You know, the King of Pentacles could also represent a male figure in your life that has created stability for you by offering his financial services or opening his house to you or just supporting you financially in some aspect. And I feel like this support has helped you break free from the people, places, and things that no longer serve you so that you can learn to start your own wealth, your own journey of physical financial abundance. But the fact that it's reversed is like, it feels like it's been on a delay. So either this male is delaying you, or what I feel like mostly that this male is helping you, and then you've got to learn how to really like plant that seed down into the ground and start your own thing. Yeah, so this is becoming clearer to you. The moon reversed is like there's been a lot of ambiguity. We've got more wolves here. So it's like I feel like you really have been lone wolfing it for a while, and you're really learning how to balance out your emotions. She's normally under the water looking up at the moon, but the fact that it's reversed, I don't see this as a bad thing at all. I just feel like there's been a lot of ambiguous energy around what to do next in your life or how to take control of your life financially. It's like there's been a lot of struggle in that area, and it's like you're overcoming that by connecting with what you really want, really getting these emotional, tumultuous situations out of your life. The fact that, you know, these waters are really calm And she's moving on to calm waters from rough waters. It's like you being able to emotionally regulate and emotionally balance yourself out, or feel more at ease within your own emotions, is helping you move forward and planting those seeds of abundance to grow a beautiful future for yourself. And even though it feels like it's been on a delay, okay? It's been on a delay, but it's because I feel like there's been a lot of ambiguity of what to do next. You know, there's been a lot of blockages, and these blockages could be beyond your control. Like if you're ready to buy a house, but the market goes crazy and the prices skyrocket, it's like, you know, that's the delay of planting your seeds. But you've been doing the work on the emotional side, the mental side. And the whole purpose and reason for that, I feel, is to be able to grow your abundance, to boss up, to be that boss energy. You want to be your own papa, basically. Like you want to have self-reliance. The fact that I keep seeing these wolves is like self-reliance, even though wolves are pack creatures, they live with other wolves, but also the fact that they can stand on their own with strength and vitality and being able to make decisions. It's a beautiful thing. So the fact that, you know, they do have packs, but they are very individualistic as well. The crows are the same way. They live in families. They love hanging out with their buds, but also crows are very individualistic. So this is saying to really just get clear on what it is you want to grow, allowing yourself to let go of the people, places, and things that no longer emotionally serve you, especially when it comes to relationships, to be able to get clear on where to plant this abundance, where to grow this abundance, what move needs to be made next. Yeah, you're stepping out of this. The Five of Pentacles, very sad card. It's very much like being left out in the cold. She's locked out of here. But here's the thing. There's the key right there to the door. If only she would raise her head and look around and see what she has to work with, she would realize that she has the ability to walk away, to move forward, to get what she wants. So you are stepping out of the victim mentality, the victimhood, and taking matters into your own hands. Oh my gosh, look at this. You are taking matters into your own hands, Leo. Like, I love this. It doesn't matter kind of what other people are doing. It's more about like you and your journey. And the fact that this is reversed says that you are stepping out of this energy. And that is so beautiful, because feeling like a victim never feels good and doesn't really get us anywhere. Even if we are a victim, it really sucks though, because you can't just live in that victimhood forever without having consequences of like perpetuating that victimhood cycle. Yeah, the Magician reverse. So you've been creating. The Magician reverse could also be like you've just kind of felt blocked from that creativity or that creation, but it's happening. Like the more you step out of this energy, out of the Five of Pentacles energy, the more you will be able to realize how much you are involved in your own creating your own life, your own creations. The Magician reversed could also mean that, you know, you make sure to keep your ego in check, but still, like, you have this boss energy to be able to create. Even if it feels a little bit blocked, just understand that the key is here. The key is within you. You are the key to being able to lift your head and find the door and let yourself out to freedom and creativity. Okay, Leo, thank you so much for being here. I really enjoyed this reading. This was amazing. And I hope that it helped you. If it did, like and subscribe to this video and to this channel. And I will see you next time. Okay, Leo? Bye. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and see what the universe has to say for you. What's going on with you, Virgo? What is going to be the most helpful for you to know right now? Whatever the universe has to say is what we're going to experience here. I'm going to do one more good shuffle. And then I'll draw some cards. Okay, for Virgo. you have, ooh, the Four of Cups reversed. This is wonderful. Oh my gosh, I'll explain why here. The reason why the Four of Cups is so good reversed is because it's stepping out of being bored. And who likes being bored? I don't think anybody likes being bored or feeling just complacent or kind of blasé, whatever, just very apathetic towards life. It's like even the outdoors, you're just sort of like, eh. It's like you don't really care anymore. But the fact that it's reversed is saying to me, you're learning how to step out of being bored, actually learning what brings you joy. And I really feel like it is connecting with nature. It is connecting with water, maybe bodies of water. I know that you're an earth sign, but yeah, just like drinking more water, just something with water. I feel like just drinking more water, taking showers more regularly, swimming, visiting a lake. I feel like that, just something with nature as well, just really allowing the color to come back into your life, allowing yourself to learn what it's going to take to get yourself out of this complacency and actually making those moves for yourself. You're doing that for yourself. Yeah, you're doing it because you're tired of being poor. You're doing it because you're tired of feeling left out in the cold. You're doing it because you're tired of feeling like you're shut out from your own destiny. And you're really just saying to yourself, I'm done being a victim. I'm done. And so because of that, you have, you've really learned that a lot of it is kind of like mental anguish or mental chatter, or just taking your thoughts too seriously, because the Five of Swords here is like this crow is just like caw caw into this guy's head, and you're just like, geez, will this crow ever shut up? And that's kind of what you feel like with your own thoughts. And maybe there's somebody around you that talks a lot that you're just like, don't you ever shut up? But a lot of it I feel like is your own mental anguish. It's like this is mental anguish, this is like mental anguish as well as like physical or financial anguish. And the Four of Cups is like not necessarily anguish, but boredom, complacency, not feeling so motivated or good, not motivated to do anything. You're kind of just like, I don't really care. And that feeling sucks, But the fact that all of these are reversed and you have a 4-5-5. So this to me is like literally leveling up. But sometimes leveling up means going through uncomfortable levels or uncomfortable phases of our life. But it's necessary. It's like going through puberty almost, where it's like nobody really enjoys puberty, but it's something that has to happen. It's gonna happen. And so this is part of the process, is sometimes what it takes to wake up and empower yourself is by being in this extremely uncomfortable phase in your life. Like if we took these and put them upright, look at how just terrible this looks. It's like you're so bored of feeling poor, left out in the cold, and like tortured by your own thoughts. You're just so freaking done with it that you're like, you know what? Screw this. I'm taking things into my own hands. We're taking these cards and turning them upside down. And yeah, like, look, there's another card of just overthinking, of mental anguish. This is the mental anguish card. This is like conflict and, feeling like you're not able to achieve because maybe somebody is just being so annoying to you and it's just throwing you off balance or just throwing you off kilter. This is the mental anguish card. And also like not getting enough sleep. She's up when she should be sleeping, and it's like, oh gosh, it's because of this noise and these distractions. It's like these things that have really held you back for a long time. You're really getting bored of all of this nonsense, especially in the mind, and it's affecting your ability to like financially make more money. It's like the way that you think about it, your thoughts, your mental state of being, your attitude towards certain things has really held you back from feeling good. And it's like, you're done with that crap. Yeah. Okay. We've got the Temperance and we've got the Two of Swords here. So the Temperance is about like really learning how to become in balance with yourself. And this Temperance card is very, like, this is a major arcana card. So this Temperance card is about bringing into balance your energy, your karmic cycles, like anything and everything. It's like big energy of bringing things into balance, and also having patience. And also this is very much an angelic card of protection as well. Like you have a guardian angel that is protecting you through all of these things. And so like the whole purpose of all of this is to be able to make a decision and connecting with yourself and allowing this transformation. Temperance is also about transformation. It's like the forces of the universe that shift day to night and night to day. So this could be like day and night energy for you, where you're really learning how to let go of the pain, of the misery, of the overthinking, of the woe is me, the victim mentality, all these icky things that hold you back. You're allowing yourself to step forward and learning how to take matters into your own hands and balance it out for yourself so that you can make a decision and overcome these things. It's like there's a little bit of a stubborn energy here. I just heard like, not yet. It's like, you know what to do. You know what you need to do to bring things into balance. And it's like, not yet. Almost. You're almost there. But it's like this woman, she's blindfolded herself and she's really trying to find her way through. And these crows are pulling her mind apart in a way. So it's like, you know, not allowing your mental state to really pull you off your path is important. And a lot of that I see when she blindfolds herself. It's about being able to go within and feel her other senses more than her own sight. So it's like, if you can't see where you're going, like you can't see, well, I don't know what my future looks like. I don't know where I'm going, Virgo. It's like, you don't know for sure what exactly it looks like. Then this card is saying, hey, it's time to like get out of your head. And so that blindfold helps enhance your other senses. And so it's like really feeling through the mental noise of what you should and shouldn't do, because I feel like a lot of that mental energy is causing this chain reaction of like, life sucks, woe is me kind of energy. And everybody goes through that. Everybody experiences that. Everybody experiences just bored with life, wanting something to change. And, you know, it's like the change is happening. Okay, the change is happening, but there's like literally large forces shifting for you, Virgo, to allow yourself to break free. And let's see what another card is. Yep, the Star. See, what was I saying? So literally, I see like there are just huge shifts happening energetically that have to happen in the world around you in order to align you to this gift that's going to be given to you, this blessing, this healing that's given to you. And it's like a matter of patience, a matter of alchemizing your lower vibrations, your lower emotions, your lower thought patterns to a higher octave. And through that process, while you're waiting for these shifts to happen, actually helps speed it up, because and bringing you to this gift faster. This is a soul journey, okay? Like you're attached to your soul, to your destiny. So it's only a matter of time. If this isn't saying like, oh, you might not make it if you don't do this. This is saying that this is inevitable for you to have this shift of mindset, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. Like you may be in this stage of this phase of the journey or this phase of the journey, but guess what? These phases are leading you to bringing things into balance, allowing yourself to make decisions beyond what the mind says, and that's aligning you to your wish. And sometimes realizing that patience, alchemizing ourselves for higher vibrations is simply going to bed earlier, getting proper sleep, allowing ourselves to step out of our head, not fighting for everything all the time, allowing ourselves to not be a victim, but ask ourselves, what can we do about it? Rather than just sitting and humming and waiting for this wish to happen. This is about like getting up and doing something about it on the inside. I feel like a lot of this is on the inside. Like on your external world, you're going to have to wait a little bit, but on the inside, the internal world, you can make some big shifts for yourself. How do I know? Because look, you have a person sitting in this card, 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 and you have a person sitting in this card. So most of these people in these cards are sitting. So that means you're not really necessarily going anywhere yet, because this internal shift still needs to happen. And you know what that is. I feel like you know what it is. And if you don't know, well, listen to the beginning of this reading again, because it's about victim mentality, overthinking, getting lost in your thoughts to the point of losing sleep at night. And it's just like you're living in your head too much, and that needs to be brought into balance with your emotional side, your internal side, making decisions, the outside of the realm of just your logical brain, and allowing these shifts to happen within you internally is going to shift the tides. It's going to turn the thing into your favor. It's going to alchemize this thing from a lower state of being to a higher state of being, which is connecting you to your destiny, which you are already connected to. But this is like, you see, she's sitting. So it's like, she doesn't have to get up and go anywhere. The star is intrinsically connected to her. So this is about realizing some truths. I feel like you're awakening, and it's kind of a big deal. The fact that you have the star and the temperance. So it's like a wish will come true. It's just a matter of patience. But while you're waiting, go ahead and heal some of this stuff while you're at it, because the next leg of the journey is going to require you to have the strength and the ability to be healed enough to take a hold of this wish and run with it. Okay. Like flying free, flying high. I keep seeing this as like a kite. So it's like, you know, connecting to your heaven star, your guiding angels, your inner flame, your healing, your inner light, your conscious awareness, your energy force, and realizing that that is intrinsically connected to the energy force of the universe as well. Because, I mean, without that, we wouldn't be here. So yeah, think on that for a little bit, Virgo. Okay, I love you so much. I better let you go. I hope this reading helped. If it did, hit that like button and that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your opinions about it, or even just a heart emoji would be awesome. Okay, Virgo, I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hello, Libra. How are you doing today? Let's go ahead and get into your reading and see what the universe has to offer for you, my lovely Libras. All right, we're going to do one more shuffle. Whoa, come back. What does the universe have to say for you, my lovely Libras? Let's go ahead and do one more really good shuffle. And see what the universe has to say for you. So, for my Libras, looks like you're hesitating a change in your life, or it's more like you're on the precipice of a change. This could be internal, this could be emotional, this could be of your hobbies and your passions, what you're interested in doing. I feel that there has been kind of a pause in doing something different with your life than what you normally do. I feel that there's kind of a holding back energy, or just an energy of, well, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing because that's what I'm most familiar with, when really there needs to be a change. There's a change happening, and there's resistance to it to a certain extent, as far as who you connect with, who you call your friends, who you spend your time with. You're really have been, whether you realize it or not, looking at your relationships and the way that those relationships actually make you feel. You have been looking at that under the microscope, consciously or unconsciously. But that is what's changing for you, is the way that you connect with the people around you. So right now you're kind of in a more observant phase. You're observing who makes you feel like you're walking on sunshine. That's what I just heard in my head. What makes you feel like you're walking on sunshine? I feel like you want more of that. You want more of that with the friends in your life, the family in your life. You're really saying to yourself, like, I'm ready to just feel the juice of life, whatever the heck that means. Yeah, you're really learning how to go to the beat of your own drum with that inner passion of yours. What makes you feel like partying? What makes you feel like dancing? What makes you feel free, Libra? That's what the universe is saying is what's transforming in your life. I feel like this is already at play in your life. The fact that the Six of Swords came out for you is moving on to calmer waters. So I feel like in the past, you used to be very much hung up on the drama of other people, or just the drama of the people, places, and things that you're around, getting roped into other people's stories and kind of letting their story pull you this way and that way. But this time you're like, no, I'm taking matters into my own hands and I'm moving on to calmer waters. And it's taken a lot of mental fortitude for you to do that. I don't feel like a lot of people have the mental fortitude to make these moves on the mental level in order to change your life for the better, to go from a drama-filled life, anguish and not feeling good, to feeling better, and you taking matters into your own hands to make that happen. I want to go back to this Three of Wands card. So this card is very much about going on to the next part of the journey, but it's reversed. So it's like you're kind of at a halt. That's why I say that. And then the Death card is about death and rebirth. It's about transformation. It's about new things happening for you. It's about the next phase of life. And I feel like there's been a bit of a pause between now and where you have been and where you're going. It feels like you've been kind of in a paused state. Like life is still moving, life is still going, but it's really making you think about who really is an advocate of you and your emotional well-being in your life. You know, looking at the actions of what people do, not just what they say per se, but what they actually do that make you feel good in your life. So yes, we have the Fool. So this is literally beginning your journey. It's about taking a leap of faith into the unknown, allowing yourself to fall back into this well of emotional calm, this emotional state of well-being, making a wish, connecting with forces that are unseen. I see these like threads coming out of this swirling beautiful flower, and it's very geometric, and it's like these threads are all connecting to these nodal points, and these threads are connected out into the universe, and you are connected to those threads as well. The fact that she's holding a crystal here really shows me that you're allowing yourself the freedom to connect with things beyond just the three-dimensional realm. You're really allowing yourself to experience what it feels like to live in different states of being, as far as like what do my emotions say? What do my feelings say? What does my heart say? What does my mind say? And realizing that each part of you is the totality of you, not just one part of you, not just your mind, but also how you feel, what your body is going through, how your spirit feels, your gut, your intuition, your dream state, your unconscious part of you, the part of you that's intrinsically connected to spirit. This crystal is like you're accepting the fact that there may be more to life and more to reality than what you've thus known so far, that there's actually another part of the journey that is brand spanking new to you. It's just a matter of allowing yourself to go forward with that and really connecting with the people and places and things that make you feel like you're floating, that it's like a wish come true. When pigs fly, it's like, oh yeah, whatever, when pigs fly. But here's the thing is, this is about love. And I really feel like the love is beyond just like a romantic partnership, but this is really about also your friends, your family, the people you call, you know, your the people you call your friends and family, whether they're blood related or not. It's like really seeing who's there for you and who's not. And the fact that it's reversed is like, there might be a change going through, because this string of cards here they're all reversed. So they're kind of, to me, connected together. They also have like their own color theme in a way. So it's like, yeah, allowing yourself to take pause, take rest, take reprieve, and really observe what's transforming within your relationships, connecting with your own heart. The Page of Cups is like a young person who has a lot of love to give. The cups are all about emotions. So it's like, who's the Page of Cups in your life? Where's your Page of Cups? Where's your young, bright heart, soul, full of love? Can you love again? Like when you were younger, it's like allowing the younger part of you to take over in a sense and just love unconditionally and feel like it's kind of like a wish come true, wish granted, that you didn't think was even possible, but it is possible. And this is down to like the quantum level as well. This is like universal love. It's not just like with a particular person. This could be love that you show yourself, connecting with your inner child, connecting with the things that make you feel like emotionally happy, you know, and letting that you just go with that. I feel like you really run with that, you know, energy to calmer waters here, because that is leading you to this new beginning. It's like, this is where she's going, is to have a new beginning and allowing yourself to connect with the people, places, and things that would go beyond what you would think would be your normal type. I feel like this is sort of allowing things to be different, allowing the universe to show you answers that aren't necessarily what you would think would be an answer, but actually works just the same for you. So it's like, maybe if you don't have a partnership in a relationship sense, maybe you have like a best friend or a person that you just absolutely love that fills your cup up in that sense too. But really, this is just allowing yourself to move forward, to calmer waters, connecting with the people, places, and things that make you feel loved, taking pause before this transition happening, but ultimately taking this leap of faith into the unknown, into the spirituality, into parts of you that you have yet to explore within yourself. I think that is a beautiful thing, Libra, and very much needed. I mean, you're only going to be alive once, so why not get to know yourself on the deepest level? Why not allow yourself the imagination to open up to new realms of possibility of experiences and existence and relationships and love and people, places, and things that you have never experienced before on the internal world and external world? Because yeah, your internal world is also just as important as your external world. In fact, I would argue to say that your internal world is more important than your external world, because depending on your state of being, depending on your attitude, really is going to change how you perceive the external events happening around you. So this is very much like learning how to connect with yourself, and through the act of doing that, moving on to things that serve you, which is causing a new beginning and getting you unstuck from this, you know, this hesitancy towards a new beginning. For some of you, not necessarily all of you. Some of you are like, I'm ready for a new beginning. But some of you, I feel like there's a little bit of a hesitation because of, you know, the trust factor. But either way, you're on your way. This is definitely showing me that you are on the right path, you know, especially, you know, watching videos about card readings like this for you is all I'm here to do is potentially point you in the right direction or show you what you already know, just putting it in a visual and contextual sense that is easier for your brain to like grab hold of and understand and feel connected to be able to actually do something about it. But either way, like whether you get advice or get help or listen to these kinds of things or not, it doesn't matter, because you're on your way. Okay, so I hope that this reading brought clarity to you, Libra. I really enjoyed reading it for you, and I will see you next time, okay, Libra? Bye. Hello, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and shuffle your cards to see what comes out for you. What does the universe have to say to my lovely Scorpios? Let me give it one last really good shuffle. There we go. And we'll pull some cards for you. Yeah, Spirit says that it's time to stop. There we go. All right, you have the Queen of Swords reversed and the Wheel. Interesting. The Queen of Swords reversed is very much about clarity and or the lack thereof. The Queen of Swords herself is a very decisive, cutting person. She's always thinking and is also always on the ready with her hand on the hilt of her sword. Although she's sitting and with this very, look of deep thought, doesn't mean she's ready for battle per se, but she is always prepared. That's what this is telling me, is this level of preparation and practicality and logic, I feel, is very much a part of your life, or was a part of your life. The fact that it's reversed is, to me, feels like a falling away of being so hyper-critical, hyper-analytical, hyper, like, in your mind, very much like, I just saw, like, cubicles and offices and emails and very, like, corporate-y feeling. Just very, like, business suits, riding in elevators, kind of corporate, just kind of cold, very industrial, just very matter-of-fact. And this card is showing up for you in reverse because this is something that you are letting go of in your life. It's like, here in the card, you can see in the very corner, there is a cup of water that's locked away. And the cups always represent your emotions, and the fact that they're locked away in this tiny little corner underneath all these things that she's sitting on tells you that her emotions are not at the forefront of her existence. And especially when it's reversed, sometimes this could mean, to me, for you, Scorpio, you are opening up more to other parts of your emotions that you haven't felt in a while. And I feel like that's scaring you a little bit. There's something that's triggering you right now. It's like these deep emotional feelings are coming up yet again, and you don't want to deal with them. I'm feeling many different storylines for you, Scorpio. So if this doesn't resonate with you in any capacity, then this is not for you, and you better go check your other placements. So when I see her, the Queen of Swords, this is either you or someone in your life that you're dealing with. And when the Queen of Swords is in her power, she's very analytical, always ready, very much matter of fact. She does not let her emotions get in the way of her ability to see clearly, think clearly, and make clear decisions. So when it's reversed, the Queen of Swords can be kind of snippy and rude, in the sense of being very curt, cold. Just, how when you're very matter-of-fact with somebody who wants to have like a warm conversation, it can be a little off-putting for the person who wants to have a warm conversation, and you're just like, no, here's the facts, bam, and that's it. It's just very, A plus B equals C, and that's it. And so either, like I said, this is you or this is somebody you're dealing with in your life. I'm getting, it could be either or for some of you Scorpios, but this very much well could be how you have been recently or have been treating others, or how you've been feeling like you've been getting treated by others. The queen, the fact that it's a queen, means a strong female character in your life or strong female person in your life for some of you. And of course, even though it says queen, doesn't necessarily mean that it's a male or female. It's about the energy. This is a more feminine energy. So like the difference between a queen of swords and a king of swords is the queen of swords is willing to listen and, you know, be more receptive of the information and of observing. Whereas the king of swords, I feel him as more of an action, go out there, get him kind of card. The queen of swords is like, let's sit back and analyze what we can see thus far. So either you're dealing with somebody like this or you're feeling blocked in this area potentially. But the fact that there's the wheel literally right next to this card here as the clarifying card, to me, this tells me that you are coming out of karmic cycles that would either entrap you in relationships with people who are a bit cold-hearted, or you yourself are learning how to let go of that kind of cold-hearted feelings, or very just matter-of-fact feelings, or very black and white thinking. That is the Queen of Swords. So some of you may be being very black and white, where it's like, well, they're bad, so goodbye, I'll never talk to you again. Where it's like, they're allowing yourself to have more of a gray area, to me means you're allowing your emotions to kind of play a role a little bit more in the decisions that you're making for some of you. And you're really coming into balance between your energy of like go get 'em energy, very analytical energy, or receptive, like let's just observe before we make decision. And I feel like you're making your decisions more on your intuition these days, which is fantastic. So like how it makes you feel, you're kind of letting go of constantly being in your mind, dropping down into your heart space, down into your gut, asking yourself, how does this make me feel? Rather than, is this logical course of action? It's like, how does it make me feel? And I feel like having more of that in with your incredible intelligence and ability to think logically, Scorpio, that it's actually bringing you into balance between those two things, your heart and your head. And I just heard this quote, and I want to say it here. The mind makes a great servant, but a poor master. The master should be your heart. And then the mind is like, okay, now let's figure out the logistics of getting it done. But your heart has to be the one to make that decision first. And then your mind can go into that. And that's how it's like balanced out here. So you can see in this wheel, the wheel is very much a karmic cycle turning, and the fact that it's upright is in your favor. So you're letting go of things that would hold you back. You're moving forward. It's like the wheel of time. It's coming full circle. You're getting, I feel like for some of you Scorpios, you can see patterns really easily, and you're starting to see these patterns, and you're like, do I actually want to keep myself involved in these patterns? And this could be very much internal or on an external, or a bit of both. So really you're seeing more clearly the things that you need to do for yourself to feel more in balance as you move forward in life. She's got these dice hanging from her neck. To me, this is like they're lucky dice. That's, what they are. So luck is on your side. The fates are on your side. I really feel that spirit has your side. There's something that you are being born and birthed into by way of spirit that is turning this wheel of karma and the wheel of change in your favor to be more conducive towards having balance between your mind and your heart. I love this for you, Scorpio. So you may be feeling, I feel like some of you are really feeling a tight squeeze right now, or a pinch. I feel like you're feeling very pinched, or just like, the squeeze. You're feeling the squeeze. You're in the squeeze right now. just know that luck is on your side, spirit's on your side. Whatever it is that you're experiencing right now is helping you bring yourself into balance so that you can move forward and let go of these old karmic cycles that would throw you off balance. You are coming in straight. I just noticed this, like all these coins are kind of facing different directions, but this one is head on, straight on. You know exactly what you need to do, exactly what you're about, and it's time. It's time. So thank you so much for being here, Scorpio. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you, and I really hope to see you next time. And if you find yourself coming back here often, go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Okay, thank you so much again, Scorpio. I'll see you later. Bye. Hello, Sagittarius. How are you, Sagittarius? Oop, there we go. Let's go ahead and shuffle. It looks like the Magician wanted to pop out. Oh, what's underneath it? The Queen of Wands. Interesting. So a little like side message from Spirit before I continue shuffling. The fact that they're sideways tells me that some of you may be feeling more and more empowered, and some of you may be feeling less and less empowered, which is ultimately pushing you into seeing clearly what you need to do to empower yourself. So, for those that are suffering, yes, this is showing you exactly where in your life needs to change. What in your life needs to change. This could be internal. This could be external. This could be a mixture of both. So whatever resonates with you and your story, that is what you take. All right, let's give this another shuffle here before we pull the cards and see what the universe has to say, even though the universe is already channeling stuff through. I love it. I just dropped a bunch of cards. Let me go grab them really quick. Yeah, so what fell on the ground is cards that would make me think that you, Scorpio, almost called you Scorpio. Maybe some of you are on the cusp of Scorpio and you should watch the Scorpio reading. Some of you Sagittariuses out there are getting really trapped in your head, especially when in regards to your relationship with other people and how it makes you feel. And it's really kind of pushing you by way of discomfort to be able to see what you need to see. Change what you need to change, but really it's about gaining clarity on your relationships and how you relate to people. So, okay, now that I have all of my cards in my hand and none of them have fallen to the floor, let's go ahead and split this deck and pull. Okay, here we go. So on top of the messages that I've already been channeling for you, Scorpio, what you have is the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Pentacles to me is somebody who is making a decision on what exactly they want to do. And it's taken you some time. You've gone through some cycles. You know, it's been like a month has gone by, another month has gone by, yet another month goes by, and it feels like you haven't quite made a decision about something yet. And your candle is running thin. It's like your patience is running thin. Your candle is almost burnt out. This is like getting down to the wick kind of energy, and you still have yet to make this decision of which choice you're going to make. And because it's a pentacle, it makes me think that this is something to do with money, your job, your home life, whatever. And it's like this is, and your stability, that's what I want to say. Your stability, something that makes you feel stable, is still kind of up in the air because there are so many choices you could be making, and yet you're not making them because this lady is still sitting here. She's still making a decision. She's trying to decide, do I do this or do I do that? And the fact that these moon cycles are here shows me that it's been a while. This decision has been kind of like, I don't know what to do about this, over and over and over. And this could be about the same thing or different things. And the 7 of Pentacles in reverse to me is, I just heard like 3 separate messages at the same time. So let me take a moment with you, Scorpio, and decode all of these downloads. So the first one download that I got that this card is telling me is The reason why you're still struggling with making a decision is because each time you make a choice, you kind of rip the seeds out of the ground to see if they're growing yet, and it ruins the plant. Like nothing can grow if you keep ripping the seeds up to check to see if they're growing. So it's like doing all the work to make a decision, planting seeds, planting a bunch of different seeds to see what grows, but each time, like, you're looking at the soil, you're fertilizing it, you're watering it, you're waiting for the seeds to pop out of the ground, and it's like months and months have gone by, and you're like not seeing the results that you want to see. And so you dig the seeds up to see if they're any good. And, that's how you destroy plants, is by ripping them up when they're trying to grow. So that's one of the messages that I saw. The other message is you have planted a lot of seeds of possibilities. Maybe you work multiple jobs. Maybe you have a side hustle. Maybe you're retired and you're like, what do I do with my time? There's a lot of decisions to make. Also, I feel like for a lot of your stability in finances is kind of like what you're struggling with right now. It feels like you're not seeing a lot of results. The fact that the Seven of Pentacles is reversed, because when it's upright, this is like you've done the work, you've been caretaking this thing, and it's growing, and you're giving it your energy, your time, your attention, and it is growing. It's not ready yet, but it's literally in process. When it's reversed, I feel like you aren't seeing the progress that's happening. And I feel like a lot of the progress, the reason why you're not able to see a lot of the progress is because your eyes are closed. Or I just heard your head is buried in the sand. There's something that you're avoiding looking at, avoiding talking to, avoiding seeing. And that in and of itself is actually stopping you from being able to see the progress that you've made thus far. I heard for some of you, it's, those people that kind of go from one thing to the next. Like they jump from, okay, I achieved that. Now what next can I achieve? It's like always, what's the next thing? I'll be happy when. And it's always, I'll be happy when. It's like you're dangling a carrot in front of your face and you can never reach the carrot. And so it's like being able to slow down, stop, and see and be grateful for all that you have achieved thus far is going to help unblock this energy and turn it upright for you to actually see and appreciate the growth that has been happening. And it has felt slow, very slow. But here's the thing is, the more that you really learn to protect your energy no matter what, and this is not about other people's journey, this is about your journey, what feels good to you, what feels right to you in your heart, in your soul. We're not talking logic here, we're talking passion, we're talking heart, we're talking soul. And the mind, although very useful, can get in the way of this. And the Seven of Wands is like a lot of energy. A lot of people want your energy, but you are like, nope, I'm protecting myself. I have this bubble, but it's like a pink bubble. So it's a bubble of love. It's like from your heart, from your soul. This is like, I know what I'm about and I need to do what I need to do because I know that I have a goal in mind. I have a purpose. You can see the long game. Scorpio, I keep calling you Scorpio. Sagittarius, you are one of the signs, I believe, that can see long-term goals better than anybody else. And so the fact that it's reversed, though, you may feel kind of like you really need to work on protecting your energy. It's not quite there yet. I see holes in an aura where people have gotten into and kind of like attach themselves to you energetically. It's time to cut those energetic ties and really get focused and clear on what you are about. And yeah, oh my gosh. And then what? The next card is literally the sun, because it's going to bring you to your joy. The joy is being attracted to you. Okay? Like I see this glow in her solar plexus and her heart, and then that same glow is also the sun. So it's like you are connecting with yourself spiritually on the deep level. And it's going to take some time, and it may feel like there's not a lot of growth happening, or it's feeling kind of stagnant, or it's just taking forever for it to like come to fruition. And it also all at the same time, you're spinning many plates. You have a lot of people kind of coming at you for stuff. It feels like you have to kind of fend off other people's wants, wishes, and desires for your time, money, and energy. I'm feeling a lot of this is like your energy and your money gets kind of taken away if you're not careful in protecting your energy. The reason why you want to protect your energy, which is, a big lesson to learn, that's called having boundaries. That's called having self-love. And self-love a lot of times looks like having boundaries and saying no. And this even means to the very people that are closest to you. So the reason why you want to do that is because you are cultivating something precious. You are the harbinger of something absolutely precious that is going to change the world. And so whether this is changing the world within your family dynamics or changing the world at large, I feel that you want to heal the world, you heal yourself. So learning how to really protect your energy and keep this gift precious that you have within you, your beautiful, beautiful soul, and allowing yourself to express that soul and have things come into alignment that would help you be free. I see very much freedom with this Sun card. It's like you're kind of trapped in this bubble, but it's ultimately heading towards the sun. Everything is blessed here. You are on the right path. You are taking the journey that you need to take to do what you need to do for yourself in order to achieve your happiness. That happiness is within you and you know it. It's just like kind of not quite the right time. I feel a lot of stasis right here. This is like you're in stasis and it feels like you have to really defend your position, defend your boundaries, have boundaries. Sagittarius. For the love of spirit, have some boundaries. For some of you, that was a really hard lesson for me to learn, and I find myself still learning it. And, I have a much deeper appreciation for boundaries and being able to protect my own energy. It's so precious. So yes, like I said, you are heading towards your ultimate joy. And so hopefully this reading helped you, Sagittarius, and I hope that you will hit that like button and that subscribe button, especially if you find yourself coming back here for more. And so, yeah, again, I thank you, and I will see you next time. Okay, Sagittarius, bye. Hello, Capricorn. I hope that this video finds you well. Let's go ahead and shuffle these cards, and we're going to see what the universe has to say to you, Capricorn. Every time I say Capricorn, I just think of like popcorn goats. I don't know, but that's just me. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle this a little bit more before we pull our cards. Spirit, what do you have to say to my lovely Capricorns? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, wow. So to me, I feel like you've had a lot of struggle with your mind for a lot of you. This could be like depression. This could be overthinking. This could be listening to the opinions of other people more than your own intuition. The Five of Swords is like a winning at all costs kind of card. And like this guy's getting so annoyed by this crow crowing in his ear constantly. So it's like you're really sick of the opinions of others. You're really sick of just hearing it. You're really sick of, like, I just heard low vibrational energy coming in constantly into your ear, and you're just like, can we not talk about this right now? And it's like, I feel like you're done with that, Capricorn. I feel like you're letting this go. This part of you that's just riddled with anxiety, riddled with, maybe you've struggled with headaches. Maybe, I just heard some of you not drinking enough water. Maybe that's why you have headaches. Really not indulging in telling yourself negative stories anymore. You're not telling yourself stories of I can't, or what if I fail, or I just can't do it, or I don't know how. Those are all reasons to slow you down. And they're all stories we make up in our head. And if we find ourselves spending too much time thinking about the past or too much time tripping about our future, then we kind of miss the present moment, which is where all of the gifts are. That's why they call it a present, right? Present moment. That's where all the gifts are. Otherwise, you're going to miss them because you're too busy in your head. And also potentially listening to the shitty opinions of others. Excuse my French, but listening to the cruddy opinions of others or just other people telling you what to do. I feel like you're not really doing that anymore. You're really letting that go. I feel like that really did have a big grip on you in the past of just listening to the opinions of others and kind of letting it get you down, just like give you a headache, kind of cloud your mind, and you're just like, I'm going to break free from that. The Four of Wands here is a celebration card. This is a card of marriage as well. This is a card of being with the people you love and having a party. I feel like this is what you desire. You desire to just celebrate, have fun, be lighthearted, dancing and playing the tambourine outside of this wonderful yurt looks fun. I feel like some of you also, I just heard travel in my head, like a special retreat that you've been potentially thinking about doing or have already done or are wanting to sign up for. I feel like you are needing to go on retreat if you haven't already. Some sort of like camping, backpacking, wilderness, yurt. Also maybe like another country. I just heard ayahuasca ceremony for some of you. Some of you, it's like there needs to be a journey of happiness, a journey of joy. There's something that you need to go do that's going to bring you joy, that's worth celebrating to you, something that's going to make you feel free, feel like having fun. These women are just elated. And so I feel like you're really wanting to go to concerts and parties and just have fun. You're just ready to have fun. And I feel like the reason why you're ready to let go of this mental noise, this mental nonsense that's been kind of I feel like it's been blocking your joy, and you're really ready to step into this joy, whether you have or haven't yet. It's going to cause this chain reaction that's going to change your life. Let's see what other cards we've got here. Yeah, Seven of Cups. So it's changing this dynamic here of like stepping out of spitefulness, stepping out of like winning at all costs, kind of being a jerk, kind of like listening to the shitty opinions of others, or even your own cruddy internal thoughts, your own cruddy internal dialogue. You're kind of letting that go. You're really wanting to just party, be free, let it go. And this is kind of opening up your energy in a way that's causing a transformation. And this transformation is cracking you open to the realm of possibilities of what to do. It's like emotionally, I feel like you're not quite sure what to do because maybe there's been a lack of inspiration, or maybe there's just been like a delay in this inspiration. I feel like maybe either like a mindset or potentially people that you've been around have kind of caused you to question what you need to do. Like I feel like with the Seven of Cups, I'm seeing like this is snakes and ladders, you know. Snakes and ladders is also kind of a game of chance. It's just whatever the dice rolls on, and so making a decision. He doesn't want to pick up a cup and have a snake be under it. So it's like, what can you do to make the right decision emotionally? And to me, this is saying like the universe is cracking you open so that you can have divine downloads be poured into your mind, your heart, and your soul. This is the Ace of Wands. This is very much about fiery new beginnings. Can also be seen as a very sensual card as well. This is very much a card of having passion, having an idea, having it's like the seeds of an idea that you really want to come to fruition, and it's being burned into your third eye. It's like you're a visionary, Capricorn, and so it's a matter of, do you allow the opinions and the squawking of other people deter you from your own intuition, your own fiery passions, the visions that you see within your head? When it's reversed, sometimes this can be like a bit of a delay in that. And I feel like the reason why it feels like it's been on delay is because there's still like these decisions that you're making based on your emotions. And it's like, which one do I pick? I don't know. It could be good. good or bad. So this can be seen as a bad card, like not being able to make a decision kind of sucks sometimes. But here's the thing. It's also telling you that you have a lot of choices. You have a lot of choices, and that in and of itself can be a blessing. So to me, this is saying whichever one you pick needs to be the closest you can to what feels right to you, what is in alignment to you. I feel like you're going through an awakening, and this awakening process is just through the way that you've been letting go of things that would block you from your joy. Yes, definitely make your decision making when it comes to your emotions really needs to be in alignment with what makes you feel passionate, what is in alignment with your inner vision, what do you feel is truthful to you. And the fact that this is on the third eye, that's why I keep saying vision. Keep a close eye on what you're envisioning for yourself, because that's kind of what you're manifesting here. You know, this change that's in the middle of this deck is like, maybe for some of you, I just heard another storyline of maybe some of you were kind of like partying too much and gossiping too much and just kind of like letting yourself like flail around and not necessarily like make a choice towards growing your own passions. But guess what? That's what that transformation is like, okay, it's time to actually get serious about what we're doing here and why. And, you know, like you're tired. There's this like hidden seed within you that is waiting to bloom. And it's a matter of like, once you pick what is going to work for you, you can finally water that seed and it will start to grow and sprout into something that is going to be so lovely and so in alignment with your passions and with spirit and with your just everything. I feel like you're going to be reconnecting yourself with spirituality, and you know, it's like less about celebrations and other people's opinions and the outside world and other people. It's going to be a journey about you and for you. Does that mean you're going to be doing this completely alone? Absolutely not. However, this internal journey can only be trekked by you, Capricorn. Only you can take that journey within to really see what you're about, see what your vision is for your future, see what connects you to spirit, see what connects you to your passions. See what that inner flame, that inner vision, that inner fire that it is that you have, and making those choices that are going to emotionally fulfill that for you is going to help really bring that clarity, especially with these times of change, because things are changing, Capricorn. So this is going to help you like really get into alignment and go with the flow with this change, so that you can come out the other side way better for it in whatever capacity is needing that transformation for you. Okay. All right, Capricorn, thank you for being here and trusting me with this reading. I hope to see you again. If you find yourself coming back here often, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to see more of you. And I love to see comments and love it when you hit the like button and all that stuff. So support me. And I will see you next time. Okay, Capricorn. Bye. Okay, Aquarius, hello. I hope this video finds you well. I am excited to get into this reading for you. I'm excited to see what the universe has to say to you. So I'm just going to do some shuffles here. I did more shuffles off camera, but I kind of like watching people shuffle when I watch tarot readings. So here we go. I'm going to do one more decent shuffle before we pull your cards. Okay, for Aquarius, dear spirit, what do you have to say? Okay, you are stepping into your emotions more than you have in a while. I feel that you are finally feeling a sense of achievement when it comes to seeing what is emotionally fulfilling for you, and really, like, I feel like you've achieved something that just puts you at ease. I just heard like after you drink a cold glass of water after you've been out in the hot sun all day, like that kind of feeling. Wow, you have a lot of water in this. So the moon card is here and it's reversed. So the reason why the moon card is reversed, I feel like for you, is because you are actually seeing more clearly what you need to do to emotionally fulfill yourself. The path is becoming more clear. The moon card is kind of about this ambiguity of life and not necessarily being able to see all that well, because even though, you know, we can see fairly well with a full moon at night, it's still nighttime. So it's about navigating your karmic cycles, I just heard in my head. So that basically means like the choices that lead you to positive results and the choices that you make that lead to negative results, and really seeing clearly which one does what and how you yourself are involved in that. And the ambiguity that can kind of be sometimes, especially she's underwater, it's very much like kind of lost in your emotions. You very much are like kind of taken with the tide of whatever it is that you're feeling in the moment. And the fact that it's reversed to me says that you're bringing in clarity. You're bringing in manifestations on the emotional level is also what I'm feeling like. And I feel like the reason why this is becoming more and more possible for you is because you've made certain achievements in your life that makes you feel more free and more open to be able to actually connect with your emotions a little bit more than you have in a while. Yeah, you're letting go of this kind of like hidden energy, this sneaky energy, the fact that you've got like 2 moons here, Aquarius, it's like he's literally getting away with thieving. He's a thief. He's stolen all these crow's feathers. He's getting away with thievery in the middle of the night by the full moon, so he can kind of see where he's going. So it's like the fact that this is reverses. This is definitely a card you want to see in reverse. You're letting go of this like conniving energy within you, and the more that you really are clear and upfront about what you want on an emotional level, the more you get that clarity from and honesty from other people. I feel like you're really stepping into your power right now, letting go of those things. Yeah. And now it's like the next step. Now that you've kind of dealt with your emotional world, the next step is making a decision on what you want to do with all of your time and all of your talent. Because Aquarius, if it's something I got to tell you, it's you have a crap load of talent. So it's a matter of like making the decision on the like financial world, or where your home, or just your stability. Your 3-dimensional reality needs to have some more decision making involved. But here's the thing is like you've known that. I feel like a lot of you have known that you've needed to make these decisions, but the reason why you haven't yet is because your emotions have been kind of like not where they need to be in order to make those decisions clearly. But now that you have this achievement in your internal world, and for some of you, I feel like external achievements as well, has lended you more clarity on your emotional level, and that's helping you let go of hiding from your own self, or hiding from the ways that you're stepping away from hiding from your own darkness, your own shadows. You're getting more clear about what those are and what you need to do to take care of them. Also, you're letting go of other people, places, and things that would potentially have hidden motives. You're done being duped. You're done being naive in a sense. And so now this has pushed you into more of like, okay, let's get serious about our career, or let's get serious about where we're going to live, or something like that on the physical world, the tangible world of what decision are we going to need to make. Yeah. And how you're going to help yourself make this decision is by letting go of the swirling thoughts, worries, fears, and doubts that keep you up at night. Also getting more sleep for a lot of you, getting more balanced sleep for a lot of you. Stop worrying so much. This is actually causing more of a block within you than not. Yeah. And that's the thing is, once you really start letting go of these like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Freaking out. Like, okay, let's work on making decisions based on what makes us feel good, and get out of our heads as much as possible, or like stop reminiscing about all the horrible crap that happened to you. Like living too much in the past is what causes a lot of depression. Living too far into the future causes anxiety. So if you feel yourself depressed and anxious, well, how much of your thoughts are occupying the past or the future and not necessarily in the present moment? Also, I just heard self-talk. Your self-talk needs to be looked at. I just keep looking at this 9 of Swords. That's what I'm talking about here. your internal dialogue needs to be looked at. Are you talking lovingly to yourself? Are you talking peacefully to yourself? Are you talking words of encouragement? Or are you beating yourself up to an oblivion, to the point where you're feeling like crap? Stop it. Stop it. Because here's the thing is, Aquarius, I see you as the Queen of Cups in this reading. Look at her. She is balanced. She's happy. She knows what she's about. She's like, I feel calm. I know what I'm about. These waters, she are clear. Her emotions are clear. Even if she doesn't necessarily like all of the emotions she's experiencing, she's at least very clear about them. Yes, but you're moving on to a more emotional clarity, letting go of all these things, helping you make a decision that you feel like you've been hemming and hawing about. Part of that is letting go of your anxiety, like dealing with anxiety and depression. I am not a doctor. However, I know that the way that you talk to yourself really does lend a huge hand in how you actually feel throughout the day. So the next card that I pulled up that I want to talk about is the Knight of Cups. So this could be very much like, this process is bringing you to your true love. Okay, whether that person is you or if that is somebody you're attracting. For those of you who are not in a relationship, this is attracting a really lovely, lovely relationship, like a knight in shining armor. For those of you who are in a relationship, you're going to be feeling like your person is a knight in shining armor, coming to whisk you away to a beautiful date and really just like wanting to spend that time and connecting. Like, I feel like this is the first time that you've actually felt a deep, deep, deep connection with somebody. Like, you've felt connection with people before, but this is like, because you're kind of getting out of your own way, Aquarius, you're able to actually connect with people who are ready to reciprocate that love right back to you. That's how you can tell that they're meant for you, is do they reciprocate right back? And this is pushing you onto a new journey. This is the Fool card, and the Fool card is very much about new beginnings, taking that leap of faith. I feel like this worry of indecision is, you know, like once you really let that go and just start living your life, start connecting with the people, places, and things that make you feel loved, it's pushing you onto a new journey, a new path. But it's not that it's pushing you. You're a willing participant. You are willingly letting yourself take this leap of faith and fall into the very things that are going to fulfill your life with hope, with destiny, and all those beautiful things. The next card is the Hermit reversed. Yeah, I feel like this is where you have been kind of isolated, kind of figuring out what you're about. You know, you've kind of put yourself in timeout in a sense to really be like, I need to figure my crap out or else, like, you know. And the fact that it's reversed to me says that you're ready to come down from the mountain full of wisdom and really start this new beginning with you, attracting the exact people, places, and things that are in alignment with who you are intrinsically, Aquarius. So keep doing this. Keep doing the good fight. You know, I feel like you'll know exactly what areas I'm talking about as far as, you know, overcoming the feelings of betrayal or betraying yourself, self-sabotage, letting go of the fear, worry, and doubt that would stop you from making decisions, learning how to really connect with the people that love you and allowing that to put you on that new path, that new journey. So thank you so much, Aquarius, for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you found any value in it at all, please feel free to hit that like button and that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Okay, Aquarius? Bye. Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your tarot card reading for whatever the universe wants to say to you. So let me go ahead and just give this nice shuffle. I already shuffled it off camera for a little bit, but sometimes I just like to shuffle on camera too. Let's see what the universe has to say to you. I'm going to give it one more really good shuffle before we pull those cards. All right. Okay, Spirit. What does Pisces need to hear today? What do you want to say to Pisces? All right, there's one card. Let's see what we got. The Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is, you've been on a really long journey. and it feels like a burden. You feel like it's just been such a burden. I feel like for some of you, you have had to cull all of the excess in your life and travel lightly. Like she's only got what she can carry and what her, it looks like a yak or a bison or something like that. I think it's a yak. Whatever her yak or cow is carrying, that's all she can have. It's like, she's been on this journey and they've both been weighed down with their stuff, but it's like, this is what they need to bring with them. This is like the necessities that they need to bring back to their village to make it happen. So it's like, you've been on this journey of, I want to say self-fulfillment, of bringing in the dough, of bringing in resources, necessary to make the journey, make the path. And it feels like it's been just a long ass journey for you, Pisces. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. This card is about mental clarity. It's about really getting to know yourself. It's about downloads of truth and going within and just like clear, just so clear, the mental clarity. And the fact that it's reversed to me is saying that it's kind of like, I feel like you've almost lost your way in a sense. Not necessarily lost your way. Let me reword that. You've been on this path for so long that in order to continue moving forward, you have to get clear about what it is you actually want. Like, what is your truth? What is your truth? What do you want from life? Why are you doing this? Why are you making this journey? And because think about it, like, when you're going on a really long journey and you know that it's going to be kind of arduous or painful, maybe even like climbing a mountain, even though she's made it on the other side of this mountain. So you've made it over the most painful hump of your journey and you're almost to the village. Like in the traditional 10 of Wands, you can see the village in the background. And here you can tell she's starting to get closer and closer to civilization because of these lampposts or these fire posts that are there, and she has literally made it to the other side of this big hill. So you are on the downhill part of the journey, which is a little bit easier to do. But since you've been on this journey for so long, the universe is asking you to get clear about, like, continue to hold that vision, continue to hold that clarity, because yeah, when you're on a long ass journey, you got to have a really clear, strong goal in mind, like climbing a mountain. The pain and suffering of climbing a mountain is worth it to get to the top of the mountain. So it's like, what is your goal? Get clear on that, because that will help you continue this last leg of the journey. That's what I want to say, last leg of the journey. The Ace of Swords, when it's reversed to me, is saying that there can be a little bit of a delay in this clarity, or it feels kind of like it comes and it goes. So this is just saying, like, just get even more clear as much as possible. Like, write it down in a journal. I just saw somebody like writing down a list of, this is what I want. This is why I'm doing this. Like, this is why I show up to work every day, to save the money so that I can have X, Y, Z. And you like have that goal in mind, and it's going to make this arduous journey worthwhile. Yeah, you have the High Priestess. So this is about inner clarity. I feel like a lot of you recently have had some pretty massive downloads from Spirit. It's like the veil has been lifted for you ever so slightly, enough for you to see and get connected with this. The High Priestess is about inner knowledge. She is like, she knows the workings of the universe. She's seen behind the veil. She knows what's on the other side. She can see divine timing and cosmic shifts within the universe. She is the kind of woman that is kind of like, I don't know if you've seen Dr. Manhattan, but like Dr. Manhattan can see so much of the universe and the interwovenness of it all that, you know, it's almost like he's unreachable by regular humans because his wisdom is so high that it's like we can't connect with that. But this is not saying that that's happening. This is saying that you are connecting with your inner truth, your inner wisdom. The fact that these two cards are together, and it's very much like there's this beam of light coming down into their heads. So it's like allowing yourself to open up to divine downloads. Both of their eyes are closed as well. So to me, this is going to happen a lot when you're resting. So if you aren't getting enough rest, then you're also blocking out spirit from showing you your path, showing you your inner truth, and giving you clarity. In order to get that clarity, if you've been feeling spiritually disconnected or just disconnected a little bit, and feeling like tired and weary, travel weary, this is saying to go within, get that rest, do what you need to do. This could be through meditation. This could be, to me, it looks like they're really just peaceful, taking a breath, sleeping, allowing themselves to slow down enough to be able to actually receive these cosmic lights, this cosmic knowledge, this cosmic wisdom that's going to come from spirit and connect with you within your mind space. So let's see another card here. We've got the King of Wands. The King of Wands in reversed is like, for some of you, I heard that it's like, where's my lover? Not there yet. For others of you, I feel like this King of Wands is like a warning card of, when he's reversed, of going after what you want, but in a sense that's not going to burn bridges. So you don't want to burn bridges. You want to have that strength to be able to make those decisions for yourself and be like, I know what I'm about. Bam, bam, bam. The King of Wands is like, when he points his wand to, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this, he makes it happen. He makes it so. But when it's reversed, sometimes that can also be like, I want to do this despite everyone else, and you kind of step on other people's toes, or it's very much like, well, I'm leaving without you because you can't hurry up, or you don't do it the way I like. And it's sort of like almost temper tantrum-y kind of energy of, well, I'm leaving without you, or just very like, I don't care about you, I'm going to do what I want kind of energy. And that's not necessarily going to help you build that inner strength or have that strength by doing that, like despite everyone else. Like, it's very important to know what you're about, go for the things you want to go after, but in a way that's not going to like screw other people over. So this is very much about stepping into your power to go within, make those decisions for yourself, and really continue to do the work to make it happen. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. So to me, this is like this journey, and this journey very well could be within. This doesn't have to be a physical journey. I feel like this is hugely within, and really finding that inner strength. I feel like you've gone on this journey, this inner journey, to find your inner flame, your inner strength. The King of Wands is the kind of, like, if he was a gym coach, he would be like the one that's encouraging you and being like, come on, I know you can lift that weight, like one more rep, one more set. Like, he's the one that's like yelling at you and encouraging you to push, but in a way that's with love and with skill. Reversed is like, they don't care about you and you get damaged, you get hurt. Whereas the King of Wands is very aware of your limitations and how you can continue to push yourself. And what this is doing is, all of a sudden you are like, I see. All of this work comes to fruition. All of this work means something. All of this work means stepping into your power and realizing that the power comes from within you, Pisces, that it's always been within you, and that the journey within to connect with spirit and to connect to your genuine power, your passions, your spirituality is worth it, because that creates this inner flame, this inner vision that sparks new pathways, new journeys, new passions, new creative projects, all these things. You have newness coming in for you, and it's not without it's not without its long journey. So know that this long journey is leading you to this great reward, and your reward is your ability to know what you're about, your ability to see your vision for your life and go for it. How beautiful is that? How absolutely beautiful is that? I love this reading for you, Pisces. I feel like you're already on this path. You're already on this journey. It's just a matter of not being afraid to go within, turn these cards upside down by getting the rest that you need, and receiving the downloads that you need, being open to new experiences that would open the veil to you to connect with spirit. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you, and I really hope that it helps. If it does, Please feel free to like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and feel free to leave me a little heart emoji in the comments. I would love to see you down there, okay? Thank you so much again, Pisces, and until next time, take care. Bye.